Alright, man, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Key coming at y'all boys with a brand new video, and today we're gonna go ahead and tap into this video on Scrooly G and the gang war that he got going on in Gary, Indiana. Now, I ain't gonna cap, I thought he was from Chicago just because he be around Chicago rapper so much, but I guess that's just what he's doing to, you know what I'm saying, get to the next level. And with that being said, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Get in that comment box. Tell me how y'all felt about the video. With that being said, man, let's check it out.
Spin this bitch, we shoot from all ways. Spin this bitch, your dumb ass better have some all state, nigga. We turn dreads, the ball fades, nigga.
Today we got to talk about the story of Scrooly G and the crazy killings and violence going on in his city, between his gang known as STK and other rival gangs they beef with, and how everyone is after his head, but still till this date has not been caught by his ops. Many people think that Scrooly G is from Chicago, but he is actually from Gary, Indiana, and reps the STK gang in Miller Beach. To give you more knowledge about Gary, Indiana, we got to talk about the crime rate in the city because it is crazy. Gary has one of the highest crime rates in America compared to all communities of all sizes, going from the smallest towns to the very largest cities.
Gary's real small.
The economic downturn brought on by the collapse of the steel industry led to high poverty rates and an increase in crime. This has led to many people in the city going to crime just to be able to survive in the streets, with news being brought to the public of gang killings taking place, with teenagers in gangs shooting and murdering other rival gang members. People being shot many times in the space of 24 hours without the fear of police catching them. Drug dealing happening all over the city, with information being brought out to the public that approximately 70% of murders in Gary are directly related to drug distribution or abuse, which just shows how crazy Gary is, especially for Scrooly G and his gang and his beef with his ops. STK beef with the west side of Gary, called the 1800 block, who have members in it such as Sosa and VMF Trey, and other gangs such as Bottom Side Set. The Bottom Side Set is located on the 13th Street to 21st Street between Chase to Garfield. The gangs are one of the reasons as to why the crime rate is going up in Gary, as both gangs have done drills to each other, with members being shot at, even with some being killed. The gang beef has gotten so crazy that both gangs are always strapped up carrying weapons on them at all times, such as pistols, AK-47s, Dracos, and many more. Many people think that this feud between the two gangs is in Chicago, but it actually isn't, which makes it crazy, as people can't believe that all of this is happening in Gary, Indiana. There isn't many reports of what the gang has done to each other in the feud between them, as the city is very low-key, and most of the killings that happen between the gangs have gone silent due to the lack of evidence police have to make any reports of who is doing the shooting and killings. There's been many times that Scrooly G has nearly lost his life due to this ongoing feud between his ops, 1800 block and Bottom Side, and have attempted many times to end his life, but have failed every time they has a chance to end it. After all these attempts at Scrooly G life, the STK gang, who Scrooly G is involved with, would get revenge on the Bottom Side Set by going over to their hood and letting off shots at them in retaliation of what they would try to do to Scrooly G. And as years have gone by, many people have said the STK gang are all over the Bottom Side Set and have been losing the battle with them. Unfortunately for Scrooly G, in 2020, his friend known as Big Kev would be killed after he would be shot multiple times at the club and would be pronounced dead at the scene. And it was reported that even after the shooting had occurred, the shooter would be shot in the leg by police after he would not stop shooting at Big Kev, who was already on the group dying. As news broke out to the gang and Scrooly G, he would go on a drill with another member known as Boog and would try to get revenge for the death of Big Kev. Now here is when the story gets crazy, as many people believe two different things happened when the two members went to get revenge. Make sure you listen carefully. Many people said the two members would ride out to get revenge for the killing of their friend. It would all go wrong for Boog, and he would be shot and killed to death at the scene. Many people say he would be killed by the Scrooly G by accident whilst riding out, as when they would start letting off shots.
They say he killed his friend?
Scrooly G would not be looking at where he was shooting and was just spraying, and Boog would go in front of the bullet and would be killed. Another story which people say happened is they would be together when ops would pull up on them, and Scrooly G would let shots off and get away, but Boog wouldn't be as lucky and would get shot and killed by the ops. Let me know what you guys think actually happened.
That's very interesting. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's very interesting. So they're basically saying that it's A or B. Either he killed his partner or he was just one of the ones who made it out. Now we're gonna sit right here and pray that he ain't shoot his partner. But either way, rest in peace to that young man.
Happened. Rest in peace, Boog and Big Kev. Years would go by, and there wouldn't be any news about what is going on in Gary until Scrooly G started making a name for himself in the rap scene and would start racking up millions of views with songs such as Ball for Life, Fox Boys, and many more. In the year 2023, Scrooly G would be doing music video for a song when in the middle of his music video,
this is legendary.
ops would pull up to the music
let
video
off like
and start letting off shots. Scrooly G would grab his gun and start letting off shots back at his ops, and even the cameraman would grab a gun and let off shots at the ops, which is crazy. Scrooly G op named Sackboy Trey would go on Instagram and tag Scrooly G saying, "This why you mad at the world this morning?" Scrooly G would reply to the post saying, "You remember when we had you on the ground yelling like crazy?" This just shows how crazy the war is in Gary, Indiana between all these gangs, as gangs are willing to do anything to get their ops killed. That is the end of this video. Please like, comment,
bro. That shit is wild as hell, bro. I know Gary's treacherous. Don't get it confused. Gary is one of the ones where it's like there really isn't. It's like Detroit. It's like there was money there. People had jobs. They was doing what they was doing, and when the money leaves, everybody hop in the streets, starts selling drugs, and it's war. It's gangland. It's war. So with that being said, man, this is basically the rundown on Scrooly G. I be listening to his music. I really fuck with his music, bro. He's hard. I ain't gonna cap. He the hardest out of Gary that I done heard. I can't lie. But with that being said, man, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all give me a comment about y'all. Tell me how y'all feel. And which story do you think is more believable to you? Do you think that his friend ran in front of his shots? Or do you think the ops pulled up on them and he just happened to be the one who survived? So with that being said, it's your boy Key checking in, checking out.